Hi guys, welcome to today's video. But I apologize I haven't uploaded last week. To be honest with you guys, I'm not gonna upload much at all this year. This calendar year, so to speak. Sixth form is taking a lot of time up, and I'm not able to do the things I used to do. So I will do a video now and again, but not too often. Anyway, let's get into the video. Today I'm gonna be talking about discussing the fight with Harley in the future, answering some frequently asked questions by some of you guys, and talking about it with truth. So yeah, here goes.
Right, so these questions are for Niall about his fight with Harley coming up. I'm sure that a lot of people, just for the first question, I'm sure a lot of people will be wondering when it's going to be. Obviously, there is no date solidified yet, but I'm sure people just want to know, like, when do you think the fight will happen?
So when do I think the fight will happen? I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you. Obviously COVID pending. Now once the gym does operate at full capacity, then it's pretty ready then. I would like it to be over back in 2020. However, it is October now. We're not that far away. It's only 10 weeks till the end of the year. So really, I don't see that until the mid part of 2021. I'll be honest, and I'm very disappointed at that. But rules are rules, and once the gym operates at full capacity, then I think we can get it on. The current situation of the gym is it's only operating at a limited capacity. I think it's 10. With non-contact. So it's only bag movement and exercise. Basically, there's no sparring, there's no contact. So when it operates at full capacity, and when it can be a full contact sparring, I want it to happen as soon as. Sue Harley wants it to happen as soon as. I can't wait. So yeah, I just want to get it on as soon as. But 2021, mid part of 2021 is looking most likely. But if we can get it earlier than that, I'd like to get it earlier than that.
Another question is, a lot of people may be wondering, will you guys be wearing head guards, and how big will the gloves you wear, how heavy will the gloves be that you guys will be wearing?
So the same rules will be in effect as they were with the fight with Ben. 3 2-minute rounds. Head guard, 16-ounce gloves. It'll all be the same rules like I just said of a fight with Ben. It's all straightforward. The video length should be 6-7 minutes. Roughly. So it's nice and snappy. The full fight like Ben, it's basically the same as Ben. It's not Ben as Hardy this time.
Another question is, what weight have you guys agreed on to come in at on the day of the fight, or the day before?
No weight has been agreed on yet. I know my optimal weight and what to come in at. The most important thing is to understand your body and how it works. There's not much to do on the technique side, training wise, because I'm pretty sorted. But there's a saying in the revert back time: if I have to make it scrappy to win, or if I could just win, if I could win with the basics, then I can win convincingly. But if I have to make it scrappy, it'll make it interesting. But I don't mind which way to win. So my optimal weight, I'm not that far off it actually. So yeah, and it's time in hand, like I discussed earlier. Like I said, I don't see it happening before the end of 2020, sadly. And I wish I could change it, but sadly with COVID restrictions, we just can't.
What was the motive to make this fight?
So the motive to make this fight was a multitude of things, and I'll try and break it down quickly. I wanted another boxing match. In life, I like to give myself short-term goals just to keep functioning, to keep myself going. And I was thinking, who can I fight? Who makes a good fight? So I was thinking, I had 3 opponents in mind. I had Ben, which, by the way, Ben's asking the questions. The rematch with Ben didn't seem viable in my mind as of yet, because of the first fight was quite convincing, and I believe nobody wants to watch the second fight because they've beaten Cena, done it, you know. Brandon was another one. Basically fighting him in my walk-around weight. However, it's not really viable because of the commercial value he brings. Now, commercial value, I know it sounds weird for me to discuss this on a small channel like mine, but commercial value is important. Now, Ben done a great job in selling the fight the first time round and got us over 1,000 views. I believe the fight with Brandon wouldn't hit 4 figures. In fact, I think people might see as a laughing stock because he isn't that experienced. I'd fight him at walk around weight, so I wouldn't be that fit. So, and I think people wouldn't give me credit for fighting at 75 kilos. Harley obviously is the most viable, and we have our history. He made me look like a tit before. It's on YouTube on his channel, Hurley. Go and check it out. The history, people constantly remind me to my day about it, and it fucking bugs me. I admit that it bugs me. I want an opportunity to reverse what happened last time, why I made myself look like a tit. The opportunity is to beat him in a boxing match, so people know what I could do, and why I didn't do it last time. I'd rather chase success than just stand back and just not do nothing. Like, I want to fight Harley again. I want to box him. Like I said, just to reverse what happened last time, basically.
If you're okay with answering, what was the motive for your first fight back in year 10?
The motive for my first fight back in year 10 was me wanting to challenge myself, and me wanting to, again, give myself a short-term goal. And I was wondering who I could fight and who is viable to fight. Ben, you popped up. So I asked you, we shook in it, and it happened. Like I said, I wanted to give myself short-term goals, and I believe that boxing is one of those sports that is very hard to have a valid opinion on without you going to the gym, without you sparring those hard rounds, without you feeling what they feel. Because we can all criticize fighters for maybe quitting, or maybe not being disciplined enough, etc. But until you actually feel and do that, I feel like my opinion wasn't justified at the time. I couldn't, because sometimes I am outspoken about boxing, and I feel like you got to experience it to be outspoken. For you to fully understand what it is, and that was a major reason, because sometimes I can be outspoken, and I wanted to allow myself to be outspoken. I wanted to experience that.
An important question that I and probably many other people are wondering, after what happened with you and Harley fighting in year 10, it seemed like everything kind of just calmed down and you guys didn't really have that much against each other. So why Harley? Basically, why did you want to fight Harley? Who offered who the fight? And what was your reasoning behind either asking Harley to fight or agreeing to fight Harley?
So, like I discussed previously, I don't have an issue. Personally, I don't have an issue. It is what it is. At the time, I give you a bit of backstory. Giving my friend a bit of trouble, you know. Giving him a bit of grief in IT, and I just wanted to defend him as such. It's difficult to explain, but I just didn't like what was seeing happening. So I was like, fight you is how it is. You fight, you shake hands, you move on. That's what happened pretty much. But I made myself look like a tit, and it's a meme. It's a meme. So I want that opportunity to get redemption for myself. I don't look for respect. Nobody can't force anyone to give me respect. I just want that video evidence to not be what it was before and to see what I've done. So I wanted that fight again, you know. Like I said, he was the most viable, and he presents me challenges that other people doesn't, you know. And he's the fight that really I can give the most up for, to be honest.
And final question. Obviously, me and you fought January 2019. What do you take from that fight going forward into this fight?
It's really hard to take anything from our fight, me and Ben's fight, moving on, because the styles are so different. Like, Ben is the traditional boxer. What's required to beat Ben is what's differently required to beat Harley, you know. What I can take is I'm a quick learner. I can adapt. The first round, if you notice in the fight, I tried boxing with Ben and I tried moving. And times I did have success, times I didn't have success. And then I adapted to come forward more. I bursts, give myself chances. I knew Ben wasn't able to deal with that. Like, the thing is, when you people laugh when I was training for Ben, saying, "Why are you watching boxing? Why are you not doing it?" Well, watching boxing has this positives, you know, and I feel that the vast amount I watch hours a week. I'm less so recently, but there was stuff I done well against Ben. I knew I couldn't box with him, so I had to come forward and try and take his head off. Which I felt made Ben a bit gun shy. We've discussed this multiple times, and I don't know if Ben minds me talking about it, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. He said on the night that we done it, the camera, he didn't think he'd feel as much as he felt in front of the camera, and the camera never lies. Not that it's there to intimidate anyone, you know. In fact, in front of a camera, I perform better. When the camera's turned off, I can be 10 times worse than I am with the camera turned on. But as long as I make myself as good as I can with the camera off, when the camera's on, I'll be much better. So in essence, it's really hard to take anything away from Ben, because Ben's the traditional boxer. Harley isn't. I know what Harley brings, unless he wants to bring anything different, which I feel like I deal with, to be honest. I feel like I got more in my arsenal than I did before. But what I can take from before is that I learned quick, I adapted, and the adaptation's really the best part of my game. People with my experience don't adapt. Don't adapt to people. Like I just said, my experience, people don't adapt as well as I adapt, and my adaptation's the best. So obviously, I'm gonna come out a certain way. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna try Plan B. There's multiple plans to be Harley. There's holes that I can expose. Not necessarily holes. It's just things I can expose, and I can win at. I'm a very confident character. I am a realist. I'm not expecting an easy fight. And like I said, I get most. I'm up. How can I explain it? This fight gets me going. This fight like really gets my fire burning. You know, unlike any other. I feel like I have to have tough fights from here on in. And Harley presents challenges that are both physical and mental. So bring it in, and I'm excited, to be honest. So guys, thank you for watching this. I hope it answers a few questions on the fight. If you want me to make more videos regarding the fight, please comment below. Like I said, I'm not going to be very active on YouTube in the next 6 months to a year. I do apologise. It's something that I do like to keep going on in the background, but really is not viable at this stage. I got a significant amount of schoolwork to do, which really can affect my future. So I have to focus on that. But as well, I'm focused on this fight. The time I put on YouTube, which sometimes was hours I can put on this fight. I know I got time on my side. Let's go. So thank you for watching this. Comment your predictions down below and I might read them out in a future video in a week or two. Thanks guys. Peace.